What is up, everyone? Northside here, and we got a little change for one of the three of the new enchantments. Namely, it's about mythic living hacks, as the title says, and the thumbnail. It has been changed. Now I will need help from the tanks because I don't main a tank, I don't have a paladin, I don't know the multipliers, etc. However, I can show you that mythic living hacks is now changed. Now equip bonus is still the same, increases damage reduction by 10%. Very cool, so that stays the same. But when you are struck, your living hex will reflect 1.5% of damage up to 50,000 towards up to 5 targets near you. The living hex has magnified threat and draws the ire of the enemy struck. This effect can occur every 15 seconds. Now, if you look how the living hex was before the patch, this is from my previous video, you can see that also it had equip bonus increased damage reduction by 10%, that stayed the same, but when we were struck, we had 10% chance of placing a living hex onto the target that struck you for 10 seconds, dealing 30 magnitude damage. Each tick of the damage from living hex has magnified threat. Now, those 30 magnitude damage was not a lot, and as I saw from other content creators that main tanks, namely Aragon, it really couldn't compare to the existing tank enchants. So let's check out how this enchant works. And tanks, of course, barbarian tanks and also paladin tanks, I would be really grateful if you could enlighten me how this works. So let's get back into the game and I will show you how this actually works and how maybe this was bugged or not. So let's go and check it out. Again, we have to be struck and the living hex will reflect 1.5% of damage up to 50,000 towards up to 5 targets near you. Now I'm going to summon the boss illusion here. Here we go, and I'm going to just hit it once. And you can see my living hex. I'm going to reset the illusion. And as you can see here, your living hex deals 30 unmitigated damage, 45 physical damage to conjured fighter. So that's 30. However, the conjured fighter dealt 999 damage to me, 1812. Now if we divide 1812, shout out to Gus for helping me about this, with 0.005 or 15, I'm not really sure, we will get this number 30. Now I don't know if this is going to be good going into a dungeon, or maybe even to a new trial where you have 4 bosses or multiple adds. However, I am not sure if this 1.5% is accurate. And also, in order to get hit by up to 50,000, I would need to be hit by over 3 million damage, but that's not me being a tank. So let me demonstrate this to you just by queuing into Tower of the Mad Mage and show you how it works actually when the Hollister hit me. And here we are in the Tower of the Mad Mage. We're gonna just skip this cutscene really quick and let Hollister hit me. There we go, and boom. You can see I'm going to release really quick. You can see here that Hollister dealt 786,517 damage, 1.2 million damage also, and my living hex dealt 27,931 and 41,897. So he can hit much higher, as you can see with the Arcane Blast, but I released. So we are actually going to just repeat this one more time. However, I'm going to have to release, and that's it. And there we go. So I'm going to use the Scroll of Life now. And here we go. So there it is. I'm going to release really quick. And I hope you can see this. I think it's big enough. You can see that he did 3.8 million damage unavoidable damage with Annihilate, and that's where Living Hex dealt 42,000, as you can see here, 664 damage, 89,163 pre-mitigated, so, or mitigated. I'm not really sure. I'm really tired. So you really need to get hit really hard. However, it will depend on the multipliers from the barbarian tank, and this could be actually useful for barbarian tanks actually, and also to keep that aggro. So that's very important. Generally speaking, paladin tanks don't have problem keeping the aggro. However, barbarian tanks do. So I don't know if this is going to actually help. So again, like I said, it will reflect that damage up to 5 targets. So it isn't kind of AoE attack up to 50,000, but to get hit by 50,000 is going to take a lot. So let's check out how this works actually on the mobs, because it is 5 actual targets. So let's go, for example, to the new area. Here we are in the new area, and this is obviously not enchant for DPS. Now, obviously, it's not an enchant for DPS. This is an enchant for tanks, etc. And I'm pure DPS. Basically, I don't have a companion summon, so my Regis just doesn't one-shot everything. So we have multiple targets here, and we're gonna just go and attack them. And you can see that Living Hex actually did 452 damage to Archer. It didn't hit all of them. So maybe I need to be, I'm just gonna use the Stone of Health. Maybe I need to be actually surrounded by them. So let's see. It has a cooldown, so let's see. Here we go. And we're going to actually attack them and kill them. And we will check the log really quick and see what it's all about. So let's check it out. Okay, you can see here that my Living Hex dealt 1,139 damage, physical damage to that Weaver. However, it didn't do damage to others. So that's quite interesting. It should be up to 5 targets. So if I'm reading this correctly. So when we are struck, my Living Hex reflects 1.5% of damage up to 50,000 towards up to 5 targets near you. So it should work. Technically, it should work. So we will go again and check out here how it works. So here we go. I am hit. Okay. So we're gonna finish this encounter really quick. Okay, here is the log. So we entered the fight and Arachnomancer hit us first with a Venom Burst. And then that was followed by Living Hex proccing for 1,510 damage to the actual Arachnomancer and also to Drider. So it procced 2 times. I could be mistaken, but it should be around me, it should be 5 targets. So I don't see actually that. You can see the Huntress and Skirmisher and others are hitting me, and they're hitting me and hitting me. However, it's not 5 targets. So this still needs to be really tested, especially on a tank, and that's really important actually, because for a barbarian tank, maybe this enchant would be good. So just a short video to show you how this works. The Living Hex has been changed. Nothing else. Lightning Flash is still the same, and also of course Mythic Refulgent Fortification is still the same. So thanks. Leave me in the comment section what you think about this enchantment and about the multipliers and how will this work for you. I tried it on my actual tank. However, I am a DPS. I don't play tank, and I don't want to talk out of my ass. So information is there. They changed the enchantment, and that's it. So shout out to my channel members, and Northside is out.